took my family to South Alabama, you know, where the money is. Down here at Dauphin Island, Alabama. Beautiful beaches of Alabama. Ah, yeah. I'm about the only person out here, and it is amazing. There's not a lot going on in Dauphin Island. I went to a guy, I go, hey, you guys got coffee here? He goes, nah, we got ice cream. I'm like, well, that's the complete opposite of what I'm looking for.
Did you get some?
I did get some.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Yeah. You'll ease into your day with some ice cream.
Yeah. What a beautiful day. Such a clear blue sky. When my daughter was born, comedian Leanne Morgan, she was like, let me send you a gift. So she sent me this tent, and I didn't understand why she sent the tent. I was appreciative, but she was like, when my grandson was born, we took this tent to the beach, and we had so much fun. So a year goes by. My daughter's 1 year old now. We finally go to the beach. We take this tent. It's so windy. The red flag is out on the beach where they're like, it's danger. You know, we had to put every stake that came with the tent down just to hold it down.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the wind's blowing sand in my nose and my mouth. We're out there, my wife's putting sunscreen on and the sand sticking to her. It's windy.
Yeah.
But we get out there. We have a good time. My daughter sits in the tent. She eats watermelon, and I get why Leanne bought the tent. It's really fun. But then when we leave, I tell Hannah, my mom, and I say, you guys go ahead and go back to the car. I'll break down the tent. I'll bring this all back.
Yeah.
And so they leave. I go in the tent. I do a little CBD. You know what I mean? I'm having a good time out there. And so I start breaking the tent down. One by one, I'm wrapping up the stakes, taking my time with it. And then I do the last two stakes, and then the wind is really blowing. And this pop-up tent is like, well, you throw it out, and it just expands. It's got this one piece at the top, and all the things fold in.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice. So I put my hand on the top to grip this, and the wind takes the whole tent, closes it on my fingers, and I'm holding the whole tent. The wind's blowing it. My hand's just whipping in the wind. My fingers are stuck. They're smashed in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, I got to turn it towards the wind, and the wind comes in, and it's like closing it tighter, and my fingers are just clamped in. It feels like I'm in like a movie where like I'm about to lose my fingers. It feels very traumatic. I get the tent down on the ground, and I see a family, and I go, help! I got one good arm. I'm going, help! And nobody hears me. And I'm 40 years old now. My whole life, I've never yelled for help. But I'm going, help! And no one's looking. No one sees me. And I just feel like I'm going to lose my fingers or at least the skin. Yeah. But I'm just like, I got to get into it. So I just get down and I pry it open, and I finally get my fingers out, and they're smashed up. This is 2 weeks ago. My finger's still numb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like I've done nerve damage.
Wow. Yeah.
And then I finally get and I'm like, I don't even care about the tent now. I'm dragging it basically back to the car. And it feels like my wife is only 100 feet away. She said she was looking back at me going, he's really struggling with the tent. Like I'm over there thinking I'm going to lose my fingers. And they're like, hey, come on. And then we get back to the part of the house. Me and my wife are laughing about it now. It's all fun. And my mom goes, well, I hope you don't lose your finger. Your aunt hit her finger with a rubber stamp and lost the end of it. Oh. And I'm like, where's this been the whole time? Your cat, we're all eating ice cream, hanging out. And you think that I could lose my finger? She's like, well, I told you to put ice on it. Yeah. I'm like, stress it.
Yeah.
And
the fact that you, it runs in your family. She told you like that it was like diabetes.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Like you're.
Yeah. Hope you don't lose your finger.
You're predisposed.
It happens to us. We're.
And then my mom thinks I'm making fun of her, and I'm like, no, just stress that I could lose my finger.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, your aunt had 2 red lines. As long as that doesn't happen, I'm like, well, what do I do to stop that?
Did you go to the doctor?
Nah. I don't use that finger a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a lefty.
Yeah, left-handed.
Would you have went to a 1960s doctor?
Yeah, I could trust that guy.
Yeah.
He'd probably come to the house.
Yeah.
He goes, that hurt? Yeah, it hurts. Well, we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
Look at the sun. Is that it? It's tough to tell. I think that's it. Amazing.